Hi, I'm staff writer Jessica Doyle, and today I'm sitting down with boys varsity head coach of lacrosse, Coach Schmidlkofer, to talk about the boys season so far. So, you guys have been playing a lot of top 5 teams in the region. How are you guys learning from these teams?
Well, in lacrosse, you have to play good people to see where you measure up, and we took care of our area. We won our area, and it was between us and Whitewater, and then we have a lot of room on our schedule to pick up really good teams. Like we picked up the state champion and the state runner-up last year, and they played us, and we lost to Westminster on Saturday 9-5, but we went to Lovett yesterday and won 7-6, and they were the state champion last year. And then we got Harrison Friday. And we've played Buford and South Forsyth, and we've played a lot of really good teams.
Yeah, and so last Saturday, I'm pretty sure you guys lost that game. It was against one of the top 5 teams in the region. What did you guys learn particularly from that game? Well,
just in critical parts of the game, you got to make sure that you execute, and and if you turn it over or you make a bad play against a team like Westminster, and as well as their coach, they'll take advantage of your mistake. And we just made a lot of mistakes Saturday, and they took advantage of it. It was a 5-4 game, and they ended up winning 9-5. So it was a really good defensive game. But yeah, that's what we've learned, I think, along the way, as our younger players grow up, because we got 7 new starters on offense. We lost a lot to graduation, so they're just kind of growing up and getting some on-the-job training.
Yeah, and how did you guys learn, from what you guys learned from Saturday's game, how did you apply that and fix it in the game last night when you guys won?
Well, the two teams are very similar. Coach Busick at Lovett, like I said, they went 21 or 22-0 last year, and they beat us twice, once in the semifinals. So they're very similar. They're well coached. They got good players. They got a scheme. They run the scheme. They listen to their coaches, and they're just, they just execute at a high level. And we knew that going in, so we knew that we had to give ourselves a chance. And we're fortunate here that we always play good defense, and that gives us a chance, and we don't get too far behind in most games. And last night was one of those things where we just kept kind of grinding, and ended up winning it in overtime.
And earlier you mentioned you have a lot of younger players on the team, and we lost a lot of players to graduation. How is that affecting the team this season so far?
It started off slow, and then now they're getting more confident. Coach Mutzel does a fantastic job of putting our guys in positions to be successful with the offense that we run. Coach Cheney, who we picked up from Woodward, this year's his first year at Stars Mill, he does a phenomenal job with the defense and our defense. And I'm kind of a defensive-minded guy, so me and him bounce off ideas off each other. So, there's just a lot of guys that are contributing, that are sophomores. We have 3 freshmen that played yesterday, and so and quite a few juniors that did not start last year but have done a great job this year.
And you mentioned people doing their part. Who specifically has taken kind of a step up to fill those leadership roles that the seniors have left?
I think I think it's kind of like by committee. You got Caden Smith, you got Taylor Ratno, and you've got Connor Stone, who's playing at a high level, even a sophomore, Henry Pettit. I mean, it's kind of by committee, really. I mean, you got Seth in the cage, Maxwell, then you got Ethan Bramlett, then you got Makoa Serapian, who's played well for us. Then you got, it's just Colton Smith comes off the bench and does a great job. It's kind of like you can't really just put your finger on one guy. It's been a team effort. Graham Lyles, another guy that comes to mind. Carter Heim comes to mind. I can name the whole team, really. It's just been that kind of year.
Yeah, that's great. And so how are you guys going to use these past 2 games to prepare for playoffs coming up?
Well, we got another tough one Friday. Harrison's a 6A school, and they've always been very good at lacrosse, so we're going to go to Harrison Friday. And then we'll get a week to get ready. and hopefully playing these tough teams will pay off, because I mean, once you get to the playoffs, everybody's good.
Yeah.
So, and then you better be ready, and then it's just kind of like a survive and advance. You know, you don't care how you win, you just want to win, and if you can keep winning, then you never know. But you know, we can't look ahead. We got a lot of practices coming up that we really got to fix a lot of things, that mistakes, and we'll watch film with the guys and we'll see what happens.
And you mentioned practicing and fixing some mistakes. What specifically do you think that the team needs to improve on before playoffs and before the game?
Well, in lacrosse, it's a game of possession. If you possess the ball, and we have to pick up ground balls. I mean, and that's what we did very well last night. You got to pick up ground balls. We got to be able to possess, and we don't want to play defense for, you know, 3/4 of the game. Caleb Brown's did a good job of winning that face-offs. He's getting better. So we're doing some things trying to help him out to possess the ball at the X. And, you know, that's really the main thing, and just still working on our communicating. We sometimes get quiet out there and we don't communicate, and that's when mistakes happen. So you got to communicate both on offensively and defensively.
Mm-hmm. And what are some things that you think the team has specifically improved on over the season?
Those same things. I mean, the turnovers are starting to go down. We keep up with turnovers by quarter. We keep up turnovers, how many we turn the ball over and how many we force. So then there's if you turn it over 5 and we create 5 when we're back at 0, we can't give the other teams extra possessions. That's just like, that's in any sport. That's in football, that's in basketball. You can't give the team extra possessions, because if they're really good on offense, eventually they're going to take advantage of it. So we try to keep away with it and try to run our offense and get really good looks. And we feel like if we do that, and we're also getting more patient on offense, and the guys really buy into Coach Mutzel's system of, you know, with the pass and the picks and the slips and the movement.
Yeah, well, thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
And I'm staff writer Jessica Doyle. To stay caught up in all of your Starsville High School news, visit theprowlernews.org or follow us on social media at SMHS Prowler. The boys varsity lacrosse team will play again this Friday at Harrison.